Hi there, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sheryl Kline. I'm a mental toughness coach, published author, speaker, and mother of a couple of great kids who happen to be high school and now college Division I student athletes. A lot of times coaches and parents come to me and ask me, what is the best way that parents can support their kids on their organized sport? And this has to do with parents of players that are a little older now and parents of players that are competitive. In other words, they're no longer playing recreationally, they're playing in competitive or club events. So my answer to them is twofold. One has to do with during the game. Now, what the information that I'm going to give you has to do with the last 3 decades of sports psychology research, and it's just meant to give you a little perspective of how the kids feel and perspective as to what fosters their joy of their sport. Now, the first thing is just let the kids play. What the kids really want in most cases is for parents just to be there to encourage them. As far as the coaching goes, I can't encourage you enough. Leave the coaching to the coaches. The reason being is kids are older now and they need to have that relationship with their coaches so they can communicate. And again, this really fosters their joy of the sport if parents can leave the coaching up to the coaches. Now, a lot of times parents ask me what is the best thing to say to players or how to interact with them after the game. Well, if your player has a great game, then I really encourage you to ask them, what did you think was fun about it? And ask them to pull around things that they think was really fun or exciting. Then I would really emphasize their effort and hard work and practice rather than the outcome. So in other words, don't emphasize winning. I wouldn't even necessarily emphasize a goal or emphasize them scoring. It was, what was all the hard work leading up to it? What did they have control over during the game that you thought was awesome? Maybe they passed well. Maybe they were being a great sport. Think of things that they really have control over, and again, emphasize the fun and ask them what they thought was really fun about it. Now, if they didn't have such a great game and it's kind of a quiet car ride home, then that's a different conversation. Let them know that you get it. You might say, hey, you seem a little disappointed. I totally get it. I'm going to give you a little time to think about it. So really encourage them to feel whatever they're feeling, and then come back to them a little later and say, hey, you've had some time to be upset. Now it's time to be resilient. We're going to talk about how to get better. And then ask them, what are 1 or 2 things that you think you could work on to get better next week? And you know what? I know you can do it. I've seen you do it before, and just show a lot of confidence in them. So in other words, give them some control. So just to recap, during the game, be there to encourage your player and let the coaching stay with the coaches. As far as after the game, emphasize on what the players did well, what they thought was fun. If they didn't do so well, then let them know that you get it. Give them a little bit of time or a little bit of buffer to think about it, and then talk to them about what do they have control over to get better. That really fosters a growth mindset, and that will get them back on track to making progress. I hope you found that helpful. There's loads of free resources on my website, which is www.sherylkline.com. That's SHERYLKLINE. I'm here to help any way I can. If you like to reach out to me and have a conversation. Thanks for watching. I look forward to being in touch.